Hello! So in this video we'll be looking at possible modes of inheritance for the Sharingan in Naruto among the Uchiha clan. So just know that the Sharingan enhances ninja with their sight as well as special abilities, and it also makes their eyes appear red. And so the first mode of inheritance we're going to explore is X-linked dominant. And so that just means that they will have at least one big D allele on their X chromosome. And so if we look at Fugaku and Mikoto, so Mikoto would have all little D alleles, and I just redrew a Punnett square really quick here to show how it would be passed on to Sasuke and Itachi. And so we can already see that this trait is not consistent with X-linked dominant because Sasuke and Itachi would have to inherit their D allele from their mother, and it's little d, so if it worked, they would not showcase the trait. Next, we're going to look at X-linked recessive. And so with X-linked recessive, that means that there has to be a little D allele on all the X chromosomes. And so just starting with Fugaku, so has the trait, little D allele, and Mikoto has to be heterozygous because she is going to give at least one D allele to her sons, and so they showcase a trait. And that also means that Sasuke's wife Sakura would also have to be heterozygous in order for Sarada to inherit two little D alleles. And so this is consistent with the trait. Next, we're going to look at autosomal dominant. And so that means that they have to have at least one big D allele in order to showcase a trait. And so we can see that Fugaku would have to be either homozygous or heterozygous, as Mikoto does not showcase a trait, so she would have two little D alleles. And so both Sasuke and Itachi need to be heterozygous because they inherit at least one D allele from their mother. And so Sakura does not showcase a trait, so little d. And that also means that Sarada must be heterozygous in this case, and this is consistent with autosomal dominant. Next is autosomal recessive. And so that means that those who possess the trait will have all recessive alleles, so little d's. And so Fugaku has it, and Mikoto is heterozygous because she needs to give at least one little D allele for her two sons to inherit the Sharingan. And that also means that Sakura would have to be heterozygous for the trait in order for Sarada to inherit the trait. And that is consistent with autosomal recessive. Alright, finally, the mode of inheritance we're going to look at is Y-linked. And so we can already tell that this is not going to be consistent because Sarada has two X chromosomes, not a Y chromosome, and she has the trait. So this is not consistent with Y-linked. And here are my references. Thank you.